Hello everyone, Ash here. Tried something different tonight. I got some gameplay footage of Tomb Raider Remastered, or the Definitive Edition is what everyone wants to call it. Yep, just been playing this game right now, and I've actually been recording this game through Twitch, which I really do enjoy Twitch. I think Twitch is absolutely awesome. But tonight, I want to talk about Nintendo. Now, everyone knows me. If you know me, you know I've been a big supporter of Nintendo for a while now. I've been always supportive of them, backing them, but really, certain things I just can't back with them. That I'm just frustrated because it's like, if they just did these things, they'd be dominating the industry. Nintendo would be dominating this industry if they just did these things. And what they are is, first and foremost, Nintendo, why don't you have Twitch? I don't quite get why you guys don't put Twitch on the Wii U. It's actually a really cool feature. Now, I know one reason is, and I've heard Reggie say this, is that people don't want to watch people play games. They want to play them. Yes, Reggie, we do want to play games, but we do like to watch other people play games too. Okay, we do enjoy watching people on Twitch. We do like using Twitch. I mean, we enjoy it. We really do. So we enjoy Twitch. I enjoy Twitch. I think Twitch is awesome to have. I love it. This is like it makes no sense why Nintendo doesn't want to use a system like this, like Twitch. It's freaking awesome to have Twitch on the PS4. I love Twitch, and you can use it on PC and the Xbox One as well. It's a great system, and yet Nintendo's excuse is, oh well, people don't want to watch other people play games. They want to play them. Yes, which is true. But we also like to record gameplay footage and show it on our YouTube accounts and other shit like that. We do like to do that. Nintendo, I know that logic doesn't make sense to you, but we like to. And the thing is, Nintendo, you kind of started doing this by allowing people to record gameplay footage for Mario Kart 8. Yeah, I mean, I've done a little bit of that. You can post gameplay footage of Mario Kart 8 on YouTube. So again, why don't you put Twitch on the Wii U and even the 3DS? I just don't get it. Nintendo, I really don't. With any of that, the fact you don't want to do that. And trust me, I wish it was just Twitch, but there's an even bigger issue. And that is the third parties. See, third party support, honestly, you need it. Everyone needs third party support, especially with this day and age for consoles and PC. You're going to need third party support in order to really, if you want to win the console war, you need third party support. PlayStation understands this. Microsoft understands this. Nintendo, third party support, we don't need that. No, we're just going to fucking, our Nintendo first party is more than enough. I'm sorry, Nintendo, it's not. It's not enough anymore. I know you guys like to think it is enough, but it's not. See, perfect example of the third party support, honestly, like, two examples of this. There's two games I'm looking for, are my most anticipated games of the year, which are not going to be, believe it or not, they're not Bayonetta 2. They're not Smash Brothers. My most anticipated game of this year is Evil Within, which is not on the Wii U. I don't get why. Wii U's not getting the Evil Within. They're not getting Alien Isolation. They're not even getting Grand Theft Auto 5. You could port the PS3 and 360 version of GTA 5 onto the Wii U, and they're not even getting it. So I just, Nintendo, I don't understand. I really don't. Why you have this problem with third parties. And this is just becoming such a huge problem with them, and the third party support is just like, it drives me nuts with them and the third parties. Really, it does. It's just like, if they would get in bed with the third parties, they would be winning this war. I'm not kidding you. They would literally just be dominating the console war right now if they would get in bed with the third parties. They don't even have Tomb Raider. The Tomb Raider on the PS3 and 360 version. They don't even have that game on there. They don't have BioShock Infinite. They've got the Batman games. They got Batman Arkham City and Arkham Origin, which I think Arkham Origin is actually really good. Is actually the best version is on the Wii U, believe it or not. I know some people are going to disagree with me on that, but I think the best version of Arkham Origin is the Wii U version. That's personally my favorite version of it. But they don't even have the original Arkham Asylum. And again, and they're not going to have Assassin's Creed this year. They're not even going to have freaking Call of Duty. It's like, literally, Nintendo, you've got to get good with these third parties. This is ridiculous with you not wanting to deal with. It's like, you and third parties, it just drives me nuts with them and the fucking third parties. So yeah, I mean, the third party support, it's going, and again, eventually there's going to be a point where it's going to really hurt them. It's hurting them now, but it's going to hurt them even more in a few years. I'm not kidding on that. It's the third party support for Nintendo is just, it's non-existent. Really is. Just non-existent. And the funny thing is, in the beginning of the Wii U's life cycle, there was some third party support. It did have some third party support. But now there's barely any. I mean, they're not getting any of the games that are coming out. And it really pisses me off. They're not getting games like The Evil Within. I mean, if Nintendo would just work with these third-party developers, if they would just work with them, then they would get a badass game like The Evil Within, which I think that game's gonna be freaking awesome. And trust me, I am looking forward to The Evil Within more than any other game. That's the game I cannot wait to play. And the Wii U's not getting it. It's just like, really, Nintendo? Are you kidding me? You're not getting The Evil Within? And that game I like. I love that game. I'm absolutely looking forward to that game. Like, you have no idea. The Evil Within just looks so sick. So, yeah. And again, that's not my only problem with Nintendo. I have a few more issues with them. With the Wii U being underpowered, yeah, it is. Then again, the PS4 and Xbox One are underpowered, but the PS4 and Xbox One are still far more powerful consoles than the Wii U. And I mean, they are really a lot more powerful than the Wii U. Trust me, I've been playing games on the PS4. Since I've gotten my PS4, I've gotten a ton of games on it. I've been playing a lot of games on it, and I can just say right now, it's like, wow. And I thought the Wii U was impressive, but the PS4's hardware is, like, really impressive, especially for a game like Killzone Shadowfall. But, anyways, I'll get to the hardware in a minute, but one thing Nintendo really... this is another thing they really do that has been driving me nuts. It's the franchises they don't focus on. There's certain franchises they just treat like shit. If you guys want to know what I'm talking about, Metroid. That's my favorite game series, and they treat Metroid like crap. Does anyone ever notice that they treat Metroid like shit? Because that's what they treat Metroid like shit. They treat Kid Icarus pretty bad. I mean, Kid Icarus they finally got a game for. But I mean, they finally got a game for Kid Icarus on the 3DS. How long has it been since we got a Kid Icarus game? They didn't put one on the Super Nintendo. They didn't put one on Nintendo 64. They didn't put one on the GameCube or the Wii, but they put one finally on the 3DS. A Kid Icarus game. Nintendo, why the fuck did you wait so long to put another fucking Kid Icarus game out there? I mean, my god. Why did you wait so fucking long to get another Kid Icarus game out? Again, I mean, why did you wait that long? And here's a question, Nintendo. Ice Climbers. Do you remember that franchise? I mean, Ice Climbers, you could do something really cool with Ice Climbers. You really could. You could do something badass with Ice Climbers. If you want to. I don't know why you don't. I mean, you could have a great action-adventure game in Ice Climbers if you would just make another game. But you don't want to for some fucking reason. And part of the problem is they do focus way too much on Zelda and Mario, and even Kirby to an extent. They focus too much on those three. It's like, Nintendo, you have to... again, you're always gonna have a Mario game on Nintendo console, but again, focus on other stuff. Focus on other IPs besides Mario, Zelda, and Kirby. And Metroid. I mean, Metroid Prime HD. If I swear to God, if Metroid was on, if Sony owned Metroid or Microsoft, there would be no hesitation. You would have had a Metroid Prime HD pack on the PS3 or Xbox 360 without any thought whatsoever. They would have put it on there. They would have said, fuck it, let's put it on there. Hell, you have guarantee you if the PS4 had Metroid, I guarantee you there'd be a Metroid game being developed right now if the PS4 had Metroid. If Microsoft had Metroid, there'd be a Metroid game in development right now, and Nintendo and Microsoft would have announced it. They wouldn't be dicking around about this shit. They would have just said, yeah, we're giving you a new Metroid game. I guarantee you, if they own those franchises, not just that, they own Kid Icarus. I can promise you right now, if Nintendo or Microsoft owned Kid Icarus, there would have been a Kid Icarus game right away. I can promise you that. There would have been, if it was Sony, there probably would have been three Kid Icarus games, or Microsoft maybe one or two, but they would have had those games. They would have made more games for those franchises. Okay, it's just a fact they would have. Now, okay, now we get into a few other things. Earthbound. Nintendo, do something with Earthbound. I do something with that fucking franchise. You have it. Make a game. And don't give me this excuse, oh, the writer doesn't, the guy who wrote it doesn't want to be writing more games for it. Have a new writer come in and take over. Or let a second party come up, or let another development team develop the game. Maybe like ask Bethesda to make an Earthbound game, or someone like that. Let a third party kind of do an Earthbound game. Just say it's exclusive only for Nintendo, but we want you to make an Earthbound game. Do something like that. I think that'd be freaking awesome. Nintendo, you've got to make an Earthbound game. I don't know why you don't want to, and don't say it's because the writers want to Earthbound. Don't tell me that. That's not an excuse. You can have a new writer come in there. I'm sorry, you can. And finally, Pokemon. Why is there not a Pokemon game on the Wii U? And I don't want to hear the excuse, oh, it would kill the sales for the handheld. That would be the end of the handheld sales. No, it wouldn't. The handhelds would still sell incredibly well. Are you kidding me? If they put Pokemon on the Wii U, it would literally be, Nintendo would be dominating. I mean, they would be unstoppable with a Pokemon game on the Wii U. Would be unstoppable. And I can promise you, if Sony or Microsoft own Pokemon games, if they own Pokemon, oh yeah, I'll say right now, there'd be a Pokemon MMO. If either of them own Pokemon, we'd have a Pokemon MMO game on the Xbox One or PS4 if they owned it. I'm not saying that these consoles should. I'm not saying these games should go to Sony or Microsoft. I'm just saying that if Sony or Microsoft owned these consoles, or hell, if Valve and their Steam, they owned them, if they owned them, I can promise you, they'd be taking a lot of Nintendo's titles and making games for them. They wouldn't just be treating them like complete shit. And that's one of my biggest problems with Nintendo, is that there's certain franchises that they own, they treat like complete shit. Here's another question for you, Nintendo. Eternal Darkness. Awesome survival horror game. You want to make a second one? Please? I don't get why you... This is what drives me nuts with them, is that they're too focused on Zelda, Mario, and Kirby. They're too focused on those franchises and not focused on other things. And this is one of the problems with them. And I gotta say this. Iwata needs to go, because he's becoming a fucking cancer. And yeah, I know Wii U's doing better now, and I know with Smash Bros. It's gonna do good, but if things don't change soon, the Wii U is pretty much just gonna be like the Wii. It's gonna say things. What happened to the Wii U? What happened to the Wii is going to happen to the Wii U, and I can promise you that's gonna happen. But anyways, what do you guys think? Do you think Nintendo needs to make some major changes, or I don't know. Comment below. No, anyway, this is Ash. Thanks so long. I'm out. Good night.